How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. In this video we have Lilith Loop going up against Gallantmon. So Lilith used to be a top meta deck back in the day, and you know, most of the cards are still there. I feel like it still could be a good deck. It's just maybe not the right meta for it. I'm not sure. If you guys are purple players, are you guys still playing Lilith? Do you guys still believe in it? We're gonna start off with a Takado, a Goonie in the back. It doesn't feel great, but sometimes you just need to go into a champion, obviously. Gonna be discarding the sword, going heavy a bit on the rookie rush here with the young Gallantmon. If Gassi is left out there, he's 99% getting collapsed, so might as well swing with it. And has to pass, you know, has a bit of an awkward hand, but that's Lilith, right? You have all these combo pieces and sometimes it just doesn't work out. We're gonna go into a War Gallantmon and then War Gallantmon X just to get some pieces, some extra Digivolution. Gonna equip the Sauce, swing, use the card draw, then Digimon to a Gallantmon X, which is gonna let us restand for this effect. We already had Blitz, so I'm not sure the Sauce there is really necessary, to be honest. Maybe a bit of a waste. Gonna be hard dropping the Scatter mode, and then gonna ensure its deletion with the Deathclaw just to get something going, just to feel a little alive sometimes, you know? If he left the Scatter mode up there, it's gonna get destroyed and then we get a bunch of effects, right? So it's better to just get rid of it right away. It also memory chokes me, but this also means that we're just sitting here getting free chip damage with the Gallantmon, and then, you know, trying to memory choke him right back, build up in the back. We have the card to work with. Analog, trying to find that rookie, nowhere to be seen. I think in this game we're just getting too much free damage, right? Like the Gallant swinging is just too much free damage. We get free card draw. Now Deathclaw is gonna save one more hit from the Gallantmon. We're gonna just set up a red memory boost. I think at this point we're trying to find Crimson mode, because as soon as we draw Crimson mode, it is just absolutely game, right? Gonna play Dead or Alive to summon the Chaos Lilithmon. Finally doing, you know, something at least spicy. It is expensive, but Dead or Alive, pretty powerful card, as you get removal and the Lilithmon. So not bad, finally doing something. We do have memory to work with though, and with this memory we're gonna build in the back. Gonna go into the Gallantmon X, trying to pick up those pieces. We do have Takado and a red memory boost. Gonna set up another red memory boost just to ensure that we have enough memory to potentially go into the Crimson mode, like I said, right? Like, what is one Chaos Lilith gonna do? You only give him 2, so he can go into a Lilith, but it's gonna pass turn. Not really gonna enable any crazy shenanigans. Is gonna opt to go into the Lilith though. That play is going to memory choke us, and he can get back 2 options. Looks like Dead or Alive and Jack Raid. But at this point, I'm pretty sure we can either answer the Lilith or just win the game outright. Gonna go double boost to go into the Gallant, which we know we have. The Gallant's actually gonna go into the classic Gallant, and then Gallant X to pop the Lilith, gaining a bunch of memory back, trash and security, and then we can no Crimson mode just yet, it seems like. So hit into another analog, finally picks up the rookie. The trash is loaded, Jack Raid is in hand, but he's got nothing on the board to work with. We're gonna hard drop a Gilmon just to ensure that we have another body for next turn. So he has to deal with both of them, which is unlikely. A Lilith deck, you know, not really known for its removal. At least not when you don't have the combo, right? Like once you have Lilith, you can go into Sword, you can do a bunch of crazy stuff. In this case, he cannot answer, and that's gonna be game 1. Going into game 2 here. We're gonna see if the Lilith can pop off a little bit more. We're gonna be going first with the Gallantmon X and the Gallantmon. I do love that Gallantmon. Like the champions that are 4 cost to play, I'm just a big fan of, and he has a great in Herald. I've always liked that guy. Another sword getting milled, this time by the missed memory boost. Looks like we might not have our pieces. We're gonna just swing with the 5k and then draw for Gigi. We survive because, you know, they play a lot of low DP Digimon. I think this attack is pretty good. Sometimes you don't have your pieces, you have to just make do with what you have. We're able to get chip damage, swing, and get card draw from our baby. So I really like these aggressive swings with the level 4 here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we just once again swing with it. The Scatter mode, yeah, we're gonna keep on swinging, gonna survive once again. This time hitting an Analog Youth, which at least is gonna give him a rookie to work with. And I'm gonna set up our Takado and memory boost. We're pretty good, just trying to find those pieces, as we clearly don't have a level 5. Scatter Mode's gonna swing, but it survives. He definitely wanted to draw into this card. Scatter Mode be having jamming out there. I'm gonna go into another Scatter Mode, and at this point this Growlmon is just getting way too much chip damage. It's gonna be the third free swing that we get off of it. It's kinda nice, I would say. So we can go into Gallantmon X, and because we have an extra 1000 DP from the other stack, we can use this effect to clear the Scatter Mode, tap in the Tocado to get some nice memory. I believe we get some card draw as well from the Inheritable, so not bad. And we do let him, you know, proc his Unleashing effect. But at this point we're just getting way too much chip damage. Growlmon gonna swing again. And that's the third time in a row this guy is living. Growlmon MVP here. And guess what? The Gallantmon swung and survived as well, right? Now we're gonna play Gallantmon just to have another body. Finally are able to pick up a level 5. But at this point it might not even be needed. Sometimes you can just win games without level 5s. Some good swings and security. MVP Growlmon. That guy checked 3, drew 3. Pretty good. And the Inheritable was good as well from the Gallantmon X. Yeah, Scatter Mode is out there. Gonna swing over the Gallantmon to clear the board. That means it's gonna survive. He's got the memory boost for a little bit of memory to work with, but it's really not that much. Gonna go into the dog. Does he have the rush dog to start something? We got Danny G coming in the side for the assist. You know, Lilithmon is a very skillful and difficult deck to play, but at the same time it's a convoluted deck that needs its pieces, and sometimes you just don't get them, right? We're trying to figure out, is there any way that Lilith can come out of this? With the rush dog, there's definitely plays to be made, but it looks like the rush dog is nowhere to be seen. We got 2 bodies on the board that must be answered. We're gonna go double Jack Raid, go into the Lilith, so start of something. Lilith can then pick up 2 options, might be a Jack Raid. There's 2 in there, so maybe there are plays to be had, right? Bit of a struggle against the 5k Growlmon that cannot be stopped for some reason. Digimon is such a funny game. Looks like it's gonna be double Jack Raid being added back. Lilith is still suspended though, the attack did happen. Gonna go win rate for 0, but it still costs 4 to go into the sword. So even with double Jack Raid, it's not enough to go into a sword and maintain turn. So maybe the win rate is not the play. Trying to think if there's any way out of this, you know, trying to just do something cool. Look, we're gonna time travel back and pick up a Deathslinger instead of a Jack Raid. Not cast the win rate. Just, I guess, cast the Deathslinger for 4 by getting 2 back. We could finally clear the Growlmon that did so much work. And only pass over 2 memory seems reasonable. But as my friend Win would say, purple players try so hard, and for what? We're gonna go swing hybrid for game. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching.